Have you ever caught yourself making the same decisions over and over and getting the exact same results? Not because you aren't trying hard enough, but because you don't know something important, something about yourself. After 30, a lot of men start to feel this. On the outside, everything's fine. You have a job, a relationship, life goes on. Or maybe there's no job, no relationship, but life is still passing you by. But inside, something just feels off. A quiet anxiety, a feeling that you're not living your own life, that you're moving, but in the wrong direction. And most men do the same thing. They start changing external things, their job, their city, their relationship, and nothing changes, because the problem isn't on the outside. Carl Jung said something that most people hear, but few truly understand. One does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious. What does that mean in practice? Imagine a man who gets angry at his boss every day, over every little thing. He thinks his boss is an idiot. But if we're honest, that anger is about fear. Fear of not being respected, of not being good enough. He doesn't see this in himself, so he can't change anything. Jung calls this the shadow. Everything you don't want to see in yourself continues to control you. Quietly, constantly. Here's a simple analogy. You go to the doctor with a broken leg, but you say your stomach hurts. What will happen? The doctor will treat your stomach, but your leg will stay broken and get worse over time. That's exactly what happens when you lie to yourself. You spend years solving the wrong problem and wonder why nothing changes. Viktor Frankl survived concentration camps, lost everything. And here's what he realized. A person can bear almost any circumstances if they know why. But here's the trap. Most of us live someone else's why. Your mother wanted you to be a doctor. Your father wanted you to be strong and show no weakness. Your friends expect you to be the same as always. And you carry all of this for years, like someone else's baggage. But here's what's important to understand. This doesn't mean cutting off your family. It doesn't mean betraying your friends. It means honestly asking yourself, is this mine? Am I choosing this, or have I just never asked myself the question? Because only an honest answer to yourself makes it possible to be honest with those you love. Everything else is just movement without direction. And this problem isn't new. Thousands of years ago, the Gospel of John said, "Know the truth, and the truth will set you free." Not a comfortable version of reality, not a convenient story about yourself, the truth. People have always searched for the answer to this question in all times, in different cultures, and they always came to the same conclusion. Freedom begins within, not on the outside. Here is an exercise, simple but uncomfortable. Take a piece of paper or open the Notes app on your phone and write down the answers to 3 questions. First, what in my life do I keep doing, even though I've known for a long time that it doesn't work? Second, what do I tell myself as an excuse that I don't even believe anymore? Third, if I were completely honest with myself, what would I change right now? Don't rush. Sit with these questions, because this is where the real work begins. Thoughts become clear, actions become precise, and the soul stops being in debt to itself. Here's another example. If a car's engine breaks down, you don't just start replacing everything at random. You look for the cause. Diagnostics, analysis, understanding, because otherwise you're just wasting time and money without getting the result you want. It's the same with life, but much harsher and more serious. You can replace an engine, but you can't replace a life. And if you don't understand what's happening inside you, you can spend years trying to fix the wrong thing, wasting the most precious asset of your life, time. Most people look for the right answer, but first you need to find the right question. And the question is always the same. Who am I, really? Not who I want to seem like, not who others want to see me as, but me. It's an uncomfortable question, but it's the only question that changes your life. When thoughts become honest, actions become right, and then the soul is at peace. Not because life got easy, but because this life is yours. If this video gave you even one thought to think about, subscribe.